Hi friends, this is Loli. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is part of a challenge hosted by Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, co-hosted by Chantel from Crafty Hints, and Brenda from Rustic Lace DIY. For this challenge, we must create 3 religious-inspired DIYs. So let's jump right into DIY number 1. For this one, we will be using one of these candy dishes from the Dollar Tree. So I gave it a quick coat of this brilliant gold paint from Kryolan, but it was quite transparent. So I went with plan B. I took my folk art black chalk paint and gave it a coat instead. Then using the same paint, I painted the bottom lip of the candy jar. Then I took Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus off this Nativity set, and I'm trying to cut one of the Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree using my tool, and I'm going to glue those tiny pieces to the back so it works in order to stand up each character. Then I gave them a coat of gold paint. I used a sponge and lots of paint to leave some texture on the surface. While those dried, I took some of the black chalk paint and created a wall in one side of the candle dish, painting it in the inside. I just wanted to give it the appearance of a nighttime scene. Once all the pieces were dry, I just took my Mod Podge and gave every piece a protective coat. Then I took one of these stars and my gold paint, and I'm going to just paint the star. Then I took one of these planks from the Dollar Tree and cut it at 3.5 inches in length. And as I mentioned earlier, this video is part of a collaboration. Please be sure that you stop by these wonderful ladies' channels and show them some love and watch the entire playlist. The link to the playlist and their channels will be in the description box below. Then using my emery board, I sand off all the edges, give it a finished look. Then I give the front and back a coat of paint using the Rust-Oleum linen white. I let it dry and then came in with some gold, distressing the ends. And using my Cricut, I cut the wording, "Away in a manger, our Savior was born." And I'm going to place it in the front of the wood piece. Then I sealed everything in using some Mod Podge. If you're enjoying this video, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Then I took one of these metal candle holders from the Dollar Tree and placed it in the middle of the wood plank. I am measuring using tumbling tower blocks to see exactly where we'll be gluing the blocks. Then I place it back down, put my hot glue, and put the tumbling tower blocks on each side of the piece here. And this is how it ended up looking. Then I took some raffia, wrestled with it, and I am cutting it in tiny little pieces that resemble straw for my manger. Then I'm taking my gold paint and I'm going to rub it using a paper towel all along the cover just to give it a metallic look. And I'm doing the same thing on the lip of the candy dish and along the metal candle holder as well. As I wanted the inside to sparkle, I also added some to the inside of the bowl where the black paint was. Then I placed Mary, Joseph, of Jesus in there just to make sure everything was looking good. And here you see me doing the same process on the metal candle holder. Once everything dried, I took some E6000 and put it in the bottom of my candy dish, and I applied a little bit of hot glue as well and place my candle holder onto the bottom of my candle dish. and I'm securing the edges with some more E6000 for maximum security. And now it's time to reassemble my nativity scene. I used some of these fairy lights from the Dollar Tree. I wrapped it around my hand and then placed it down onto the candy dish. I then hot glued the back of the power source to the back of the Jenga blocks, making sure to leave the battery cover in the outside. Then I wrote Mary, Joseph, and Jesus back in, and this is what it's looking so far. I wanted to add a little star, so I took the wooden star and a little piece of Jenga block and I glued it to the background where the black was painted. I wanted to add some greenery and color, so I used some of these pine cones from, not pine cones, pine picks from the Dollar Tree, and I cut pieces and put it on each side of the candle dish. Then I took some of this red ribbon from the Dollar Tree, created a double loop bow, and glued it to the middle. And for extra embellishment, I took a pine cone from the Dollar Tree scatter and glued it in the middle, duct tape my ends, and there we are. And here we go with DIY number 2. For this project, I used one of these 11 by 14 canvases that I got from Chalkola, and I painted it using my folk art black chalk. Then I took a thrifted frame with the same dimension and painted it white. Then I put the canvas into the frame, cut a decal using my Cricut, and placed it onto the canvas. I made sure to measure the ends and edges to make sure everything was accurate, and then I put it right down using my burnisher. To make sure everything stayed in place, I ran a bead of hot glue all around the back where the canvas met the frame. Then I covered the back using some craft paper and hot glue. I took some more of these pine picks from the Dollar Tree and I cut off the little wire ends. I took some hot glue and glued it to the front top part of my frame. I took one of these packs from the Dollar Tree of stars and took a single star and covered it completely with the silver paint, making sure to give it a thick coat to get some texture. I went back to the frame and took some of these berries from the Dollar Tree and I just circled them around my finger to give it a curly look and cut it in half. To give the greenery some sparkle, I took some of this frosted glittery eucalyptus and placed it in different spots of my greenery. Then I glued down the berries and I'm going to now attach the star to the center using some hot glue as well. And this project is complete. For DIY number 3, I took one of these new I'm not sure exactly what you call them. It's like a shadow box from Dollar Tree, and I had a hard time taking the backing off. I tried heat and it didn't work. Then I tried my spatula and I finally got it open. The front also had glass and I carefully pried the sides off using my spatula, making sure not to break the glass in the process. Once I got the glass off, I took my chalk paint from folk art and gave the cardboard a coat of paint. I then took another nativity set using Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, and the 3 wise men and painted them gold. I then took some of my white chalk paint and just did a little bit of splatter on top of the black to create a starry night scene. And I took one of these stars from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to be using it for this DIY. I played with the arrangement a little bit to see what the best look will be, and I was content with this. So we are going to go ahead and reform the box. I just added everything back in with some hot glue and tried to bring all the pieces of the sides of the box back together, gluing them with hot glue as well. I did leave one of the corners not completely done because I'm going to be adding some fairy lights. What I did was arrange the fairy lights in a flat manner, long ways, so it will fit in the bottom of the box. I passed through the wires at the end of the lights on the corner and then took the power bank and glued it in the back. Then I glued some Spanish moss in the area where the lights are. Then position my star with a little bit of hot glue. Now it's time to close up the seam, and I use a little bit of hot glue along the seams to do so. I trimmed off any excess glue and replaced the frame. I came back in with more of the pine picks, and we are going to embellish this piece. I took a straight piece, folded it in half, and I did that with 2 pieces. And I glued both to the very top middle of the frame. To ensure a tougher bond, I added hot glue to the back. Then I took some red berries that come in a pack of scatter at the DollarTree and glued it to the middle of the pines. Using this leftover pick from the DollarTree, I will be adding it on the sides and top of the pines. One of the berries fell in the process, so I just went over and glued it right back on there. Then I took some more of the scatter and I'm going to glue it in between. And this project is complete. I truly love each and every one of these projects. I have a very hard time finding a favorite. What you guys think? Which one is your favorite? Just make sure you leave me a comment, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. This is what lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job and shows my videos to more people. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. If you want to follow me on social media, you will be finding my links at the end of this video. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a great day.